Hello, bridge lovers. We are live with the second day of the second session of the WBT Top 16 Exhibition Pairs event. As we said in the studio, the first round is between Jogru North and Bratmost South, playing against Michał Klukowski West and Piotr Gavrish East. North and South, we learned yesterday, play two different systems, natural and precision, depending on the vulnerabilities and the positions. So non-vulnerable, we learned that they play precision club. One diamond shows at least two cards, 10 to 15 points. I guess they play 14, 16, no trump. So with 11 to 13, they open a diamond. Here we can see a 10 count opener. I'm sure that many of you freak out when they see that North has opened balanced 10 count. It's becoming more and more modern, but I'm sure that Zia wouldn't appreciate that bit so much, but we're gonna ask him when he arrives. So then the auction developed to know Trump is a part of a two-way or three-way check back. So this shows clubs. It can be either a weak hand or a strong hand if he continues like now, and he showed an exact shape 4-3-1-5. It looks like a rocket science, but I assure you it's not at all. You can search on Google for two-way, three-way check back, and you can see how it works. It's pretty simple. I love it. Here South showed his shape, so North must make sure that he's got good stoppers in diamonds due to the shortness. And this is what North Jogru did. So who's gonna win this round, Christoph? Grumos or who are your favorites?
I mean, I'm very friendly with Joe Grew, so my heart would say Joe Grew. But when everybody tells me that Klukowski is the best player in the world, I tend to believe it. So maybe I don't know.
Considering his results.
Yes, but I don't know. I think there are two pairs that are very, very, very good, and I think any bet would be right.
Okay, but you can take one side, I take the other one, and then we have a winner.
I took my side. Joe Grew and Brad Moss is my side.
Okay, okay. Go, Klukowski, go. You can see the players at the bottom right. North, Joe Grew, south is Brad Moss, east. All the faces are correct, actually. Sometimes we mix them up, but we are getting better and better. Bratmos looks like he hasn't shaved recently.
Yeah, he didn't want to turn on his video. We had to ask him in private, come on, Brad, put your video on.
So we make sure we discuss him now, so nothing is a secret afterwards. He is smiling. As long as he is smiling, he doesn't need to shave. So what happens here in 3-no trumps? We missed the play a little bit, but Declare had so much resources that it felt it's an easy make. So let's have a quick look. Declare can make now 3 more clubs. That's 5 tricks, 2 hearts, spade, a diamond. So that will be an easy make. I remind you the scoring is imps, cross teams. So the over tricks don't matter that much. The primary aim is just to make the contract.
And to so
here that will be easy. So if you open with 10 flat points like Joe Grew did, it's not a problem when partners got 17. 3-no trump is still playing well.
We can remind the people that when they are non-vulnerable, they play precision. So, which means that they can open all the hands much weaker than natural players can. And I believe they open all 11 and good 10s, and they tend to find their cards very often good. So it ends up being most 10s.
He likes the 10s in the red suits. I don't know how much he likes the jack of spades, but I guess it's the overall attitude. Who was it who was saying, let's push it the first board and see? Was it Zia saying that? To push it the first hand and see what happens. So if it works, it will be your A game and you can do whatever you want. Here, nothing special happened because even if Joe Grew doesn't open, they'll probably reach the same contract. So they shouldn't be affected by the opening bit in one way or another. It's 16 points in South, sorry, not 17, but it's essentially the same. They have the values needed to reach game. Here, that will be rather a part score battle.
Interesting, this opening. I thought they would open... Oh, 6 spades, maybe not one no trump. Okay. So a spade pass. Some people would double with South. What do you think?
Oh, I'm not one of those people, Christoph.
Okay.
Although I like it aggressive, this is too much. Vulnerable, queen double turn in spades. I like the one no trump bit. Some people play one spade, two spades as a constructive race. So with 5 to 7 points and no shortages, they bit one no trump. So partner doesn't get too excited. I guess this is the line he took. So this enabled them to stop at a low contract. How is this playing? It will rather make if Declare plays the trumps just cashing case king, which is kind of standard because the auction is uninterrupted, which means that if there was someone with a singleton, they had a chance to beat, especially having that many points between them, north and south. So I expect Declare won't take a spade finesse and lose 2 diamonds, 2 hearts, and a club for 8 tricks. Which is his aim. On the other hand, how is a contract playing for north-south? They lose 2 spades. They don't lose a heart because the queen drops. They don't lose a diamond, maybe, if they find the 10 of diamonds. And then they lose 2 clubs. So this means that they have a part score 3 clubs making. So that should be a good score for East and West. 110 points.
Yeah, if West had bid 2 spades because their system didn't allow to bid 1 no trump, East might just bid a routine 3 spades preemptive with 6 spades. And that would go down, so... Great stop by the best player in the world.
Well, he had 15 with a 6 card suit. He may just invite to game, not just preempt with 3 spades. True, one way or another. But your point is that they'll get too high, which is right. So here maybe some part score in spades for East and West because the hearts are not lying very friendly for them. But would they get there? 1 spade is artificial, forcing to no trump, may have spades. Okay. Or may not. So nothing about spades. 0 plus spades.
Oh, interesting. Now he's telling us that, I guess it was on board 2, East did open 1 no trump with that hand. It looked like a 1 no trump opening so much. There are 6 spades, but everything else looks like 1 no trump. So I guess Helgemo decided to do so. Here it won't... I mean, it's not bad because he is going to make 1 no trump.
I don't agree in a bridge way, but I agree in an exhibition way. And when you play such events with spectators, I admire such auctions. So what happened to Helgemo in 1 no trump?
I'm not sure because I'm just realizing that the spades are a bit blocked. So can you actually make for sure? Maybe not. You need to guess the spades. Maybe spades to the jack. I don't know.
The defense has 8 top tricks if they manage, no? They can get all the diamonds.
It's true.
The hearts. But no, if he opens 1 no trump, I guess West will transfer to hearts. So maybe he played in 2 hearts, I guess.
Fair point. Yeah, if now can tell us what happened in board 2 for Helgemo Helnes.
So we're being told that this is Kaplan inversion, the 1 spade. Okay. So 1 spade is 0-4. Who knows? They said may have spades. I don't know what does it mean. How many spades can you have?
I wonder if they know that they have a club fit now. Is Bradmos going to actually beat 3 clubs? Yes, he is.
He did, yeah. He's shapy. Also, they play again non-vulnerable. They play precision clubs, so Brat is limited to 15 points. And if he had 15, he would probably do something more exciting over one spade. So he's just saying, I guess, good 5 and 5 here, but not that many points. For them, this 12 count is nearly a maximum hand. The shape is wonderful. The values are really good. So what will happen in 3 clubs? It should be an easy make. Maybe you can make even more because you have, no, you should lose a spade, diamond, and a club, I guess. You need to have several hearts if possible to establish the suit.
So we are asked why South did bid 3 clubs instead of doubling for takeout. He knows that he doesn't have a spade fit, I guess. We don't really know the implication of one spade, actually. Can it be 5 spades? I'm not sure. Because some people play that one no trump reply shows 5 spades. I don't know what they play, so I can't say for sure. But the thing is that he alerted one no trump as either clubs or balanced, and partner beats 2 clubs. So I think partner has to have some clubs for 2 clubs. It's just not it's not like a transfer bid. So I think he knew that he had a club fit. Not 100% sure though.
Yeah, I don't know either. They play some development. Someone suggested it's Kaplan inversion. Someone disagreed. I guess I have no clue what is it. So Kaplan inversion normally it's 0 to 4 spades, and one no trump would have been 5 plus spades. But I thought this is played by people who play Flannery. I'm pretty sure these two don't play Flannery, but I might be wrong. So what happens here? Declare went for a cross rough. This may not get the over trick because Declare may lose the trump control. But it will certainly make the contract.
So now he's telling us that on board 2, after opening one no trump, Helge Mohannes did find 2 spades. When North doubled 2 diamonds, then West beat 2 hearts, and East corrected 2 hearts to spade. So, well done.
Top bridge. So I guess they made that. 2 spades. Luke Bellicu is saying 1 heart, 1 no trump is game forcing relay. So it's not the Kaplan thing, I guess. We ended up with +1 anyway, so well done to Brad Moss here for beating it. 1 club Polish. The Polish club, for those who don't know, it's something between natural club and precision club. It can be either strong types of hands or hands with clubs or weak no trump hands. 1 diamond opener is usually unbalanced, and all 1 level openers are limited to 17 points. So any hand with 18 plus would open 1 club.
Easter has a tough bid here. He made a trap pass of 1 heart, and now his partner doubled the spades for takeouts. But for a strong hand here,
yes, double normally shows a good hand. It can be various hands. So he went for what is certain to be a qubit here. I guess this might be a game forcing now. Game forcing bit. I'm surprised at 1 club. I would expect they play 15, 17 no trump, especially vulnerable, because in Polish club that's the standard. So I'm a bit surprised. Maybe because of the tens, he valued this as 18 plus balanced. I guess this was the only reasonable explanation. So he's representing 18 to 20 balanced, or he will try to do that. Interesting double by South. I don't know what does it mean.
I think he's trying to scare them out of game. but it's not working here.
I think they just speed it up after the double. So here the cards are lying friendly, the spades are blocked, so I guess that should be an easy make. But Declare needs to do some work. He needs to play for the diamond suit, and as you see, the king doubled on onside. This will mean that he can score 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, and 3 top tricks in the black suits is 9.
Is it obvious to play for the diamonds and not for the clubs?
I think it is better because you have more tools to finesse and to catch on a fourth onside. Like you start with the 2 of diamonds to the jack, and then you run the 9 that holds, finesse again. I think that's the benefit of going for the diamonds, which here works very well. But I guess with this limited communication, Declare can easily afford to play clubs from the top and just lose 2 clubs and a diamond, and even duck the spade to block communication. So it will be a comfortable play for Declare here.
I think he might run 10 of hearts also, because it's very likely to establish 4 heart tricks.
What do you mean to run it?
Play the 10 of heart, and if it's not covered, to run it.
No, but that will be covered. North overcalled 1 heart, so I guess North will definitely cover.
And then, yes, he needs to guess between clubs and spades. And diamonds.
So here, even if Klukowski had opened 1-no trump, which I guess some people will do, still I believe that East-West should get to game, because East has 8 points, which normally is not enough to invite, not every 8, but these are 8 good. So I think East should definitely invite after transferring to hearts, and West will accept. So I guess most or all of the pairs will reach 3-no trump contract here, or eventually playing something doubled. But that is less likely because it's difficult to penalize the spade suit. And South will always save partner to spades if North was left doubled in hearts, for example.
So someone is asking about the name of the players. So we have Brad Moss playing South, Joe Grew playing North, East is Gavris, and West is Klukowski. So North-South have won the last Bermuda Bowl, and I believe that East-West have won the one before that, if I'm not mistaken. So
sorry, I missed that last thing.
Didn't Poland with Gavris Klukowski won the Bermuda Bowl before the USA?
Well, they won it in that year, 2015 in India. Yeah, when they were called to step in and play instead of Balitsky Żmudzinski, I believe. And this is when Klukowski became the youngest world champion. I have a funny story with him, actually. I was playing maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago, some junior pairs, the last years of my junior career. And I played against this curly guy. He looked very young. This was some consolation event, maybe. I don't know what was it, but we all mixed. Maybe there weren't many pairs. And I play against this guy, and he's so good. So the year after, my country, Bulgaria, was hosting the junior championship. So the same year in the summer, whatever. So I said, I'll see you in Bulgaria. And he said, no, I'm not elected to represent my team. And I said, but how is it possible? You're my country. So how is it possible? You're so good. And he was incredibly good. When you play the juniors, you know that they're just several people who really get the game. And this young boy was getting it. So he said, my coach said that I'm too young to be elected. So 3-4 years after that conversation, the guy won the Bermuda Bowl. His name was Michał Klukowski. And I praise myself as the first guy who noticed that this boy is amazing. So ever since, I think he won more than one World Championship and many other events. So definitely a great player. You can see that he was born in 1996. In the meantime, Declare did go for the diamond suit. Nice return by Joe Gru. You can see him returning the Queen of Hearts. This is because if he plays low, Declare can duck it to the 10 and finesse again, scoring 4 hard tricks. This way, with no side entry to the dummy, Joe Gru is blocking the suit. Even if Declare hadn't unblocked the 10 of hearts, he cannot really consume it. So that way, Declare can take the maximum of 3 tricks in the hard suit. So here I expect Declare will go for club finesses to get the over trick, and that won't work. So I expect to see 9 tricks here. And that will be the end of this.
So how old was Klukowski at that time? When, at the time of your story, which is an amazing story.
Well, that was 8-9 years ago, so maybe 10. So he's now 24. I think he said 13. So this should be 11 years ago then maybe. If you look some European Junior Championship in Croatia, you see it. Yeah, the guy was just amazing. He played so fast and so well. You're like hoping, oh, he won't play that. But before you even finish the sentence of your hope, the guy has played what you were hoping not to. He was just incredible.
So it will be 9 tricks and 10 tricks. I guess North had to discard.
Nord got squeezed actually, I think, because if he had discarded the club, Klukowski can keep a club and set up the clubs instead of the hearts. So that was some weird form of squeeze. So that is 10 tricks in the end. So who won that battle? 2 scores each side. No mistakes. The only hand that I can see something can happen is board 2, where Gavrish and Klukowski made 2 spades, and potentially North-South can make 3 clubs or defeat 3 spades. So
you won the bet. Is that your point?
I'm getting there. I was just picking up the right words. So Mr. Grosset is likely to lose the bet in the first set. By the way, if you have favorites, you can always vouch for them. You can say some good words, some interesting stories. We'll try to mention it live as well. And those of you who like the show and want to get notifications when we go live, you can follow the channel. So even especially if you download the Twitch app, you'll get notification every time we go live. We just saw someone just press the follow button. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying the show. We're expecting the great Zia to join us soon. Hopefully he hasn't fallen asleep. He's getting a bit old and it's evening time at where he is. But he said, I promise I'll come, so we'll see. In the meantime, yeah,
just regarding thanks a lot for one of the kibitzers in the chat who gave the link to the spreadsheet with the results that we are going to update right after this the 20 boards, so we can have the standing after two sessions tonight, and the same for tomorrow. It's going to be the same link, so keep that link if you're interested in the results. For our next table, we are going to follow Helgemo Helnes, who are going to play against Gary Donner and Cecilia Rimstedt, one of the 2 women I believe playing in this event with Margical. We know her quite well. She's our generation. Stefan, can you say a word about her?
Because you're married, or why?
Exactly, because I'm married, I cannot talk about it.
I'm in bigger trouble. I'm engaged. Well, Cecilia is from the great Rimstedt family. at least two sisters and two brothers are amazing players, world champions, champions of everything you can think of. Her so Cecilia lives in the States, if I'm right. She plays with Gary Donner. Gary Donner is kind of a new face to bridge, but he became extremely proactive. He's playing all events and he's doing extremely well in many of them. He also started this initiative, and this is one of the main reasons he was invited to this tournament, because he started the initiative to support the CAT, the advisory committee. So he's very much into the fight against cheaters. We as bridge people appreciate that a lot and thank him very much. They were doing reasonably well, I believe. They had a positive score, if I'm not wrong. Let me have a quick look. No, they were the first pair with a negative score, but being in the middle of this strong field is saying that they're doing pretty well. The other pair, Helge Muhelnes, I hope finally we got the father, not because I dislike the son, but he was struggling yesterday. We phoned him the last minute. They didn't have proper agreements, I guess. So it was a stressful situation, but hopefully Thor Helnes is with us tonight. So it will be a more relaxed situation. We said yesterday the big hand for Helge Muhelnes was the 4 hearts doubled against Boye. That brought them many imps in the back, but this was one of the very few hands they scored. They got a positive score. They ended up 13th. So there in the overall rankings, they finished 7 imps behind Donner and Rimstedt yesterday.
Yes, and we've run a few interviews with players, and when talking about the best pair in the world, and I believe Jan Jansma said that, no, he said that Meckwell are the best pair in the world, but basically the fights were against Meckwell and Helge Muhelnes for the best pair in the world currently. For the best pair of all time, I think almost everybody said Mextrot and Rodwell. I would agree with that, as they've been on top of it for the past, I don't know, 40 years. What do you think is the best pair in the world right now?
It's difficult to judge because you know, it's a lot about focus and current form, and people haven't played for a year that seriously. So I'm not sure. We played against Mextrot Rodwell. It's a different feeling. It feels like you're the victim and these guys gonna eat you. You just don't know when they're gonna jump over you. But it's a pretty scary feeling, and they do nothing. They just sit there. They're very nice guys, but the feeling inside is that you're gonna be killed very soon. So yes, I have great respect for them. Helge Muhelnes are the obvious contender for that title. So they didn't. Both pairs don't have so great results in the last few years for one reason or another. So I'm very impressed with the Dutch pairs, I must say. Definitely Brink and Drever for me are contender for the last few years, but we cannot say all time because their stars started shining in 2011 after they won Veldhoven, I believe. So of all time, I guess you need 30, 40 years. Hamann and Sowell were a great partnership, but they didn't last that long. As long as Mextrot Rodwell, I guess.
Oh yes, if there is one player that everybody agrees with, is Hammam being the best player of all time. I haven't heard of anyone not talking about him about the best player of all time, and it's really amazing to have him playing the tournament, and once again he's second after day one, so doing well. Okay, this is play starting. We don't have the players on Zoom yet. Hopefully they will appear soon. Gary Donner North, Cecilia Rimstedt South, Geir Helgemo is East, and to Hellness is west. What do you think about that first board, Stefan? Pass? Will East open that hand?
No.
You willing to take that bet?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you testing me? Are you testing me?
I would, so while they are setting up the Zoom, we might have a few minutes. If the chat wants to make a bet about East opening that hand, whether it will be at the 1 or 2 level, to be honest.
The vulnerability, I don't know. With 5-4 in the majors, what can he open? Unless he's got an opening bid for both majors, which is becoming very modern, especially in strong clubs systems, 2 diamonds being both majors, or some people play 2 hearts being the both majors. Week that is trendy, but now we see Mr. Grousset losing another beer.
Why?
Because he's passing. Why?
East hasn't passed.
Well, he's gonna do it now. You just wait a moment.
Okay. The chat.
But it could be different than beers. It must be something else. I have won beers for life against you already, so maybe we should move to Coca-Cola.
In the chat, there are a few. We've got a bit of everything. Some 2 people think it will be pass. 1, 2 with 1. Oh no, I lost my bet.
Of course. I mean, if you are hoping to win, I'll give you 10-1 even. So, do you think West will open? Do you want to win the bet back? Oh, he opened. Okay, you win it then. So 2-0 trumps with 20 count, flat hand. It's not clear how many points is that. Yuvunch Omas is saying hi, Skorchev. Hi, Yuvunch, I'm missing you. So 2-0 trumps amongst not regular partnerships, less experienced players. This is almost always 20-22, but one difference between less experienced players and top partnerships is they prefer to play this with a 20-21 or 21-22. Zia can tell us more about that. Hello, Zia.
Hi, guys. I've got a funny program tonight. I can do a few hands, then I'm going to eat food and I'll try and come back. But make the screen big for me, Stefan, because I can't see anything except your very nice face and Christoph, very small face. But I want to see the hands and I want to see the doubles and end plays.
Okay.
I want to see Helge redouble from Klukowski.
You missed Klukowski. He was playing against Moss and Gru. Did you see the rankings from yesterday, by the way?
I don't remind me, because I saw that you're winning a lot of money from me. I'm going to be broke.
I hope you have prepared my 20 pounds. I'm waiting for that.
I've got it in a non-COVID room waiting for you, disinfected.
Okay, I'm coming. So here, do you see the hand now?
It's big. Today it's small. I can't see anything.
Maybe you can press on it and it will enlarge. Press twice on it, tap on twice. It should work then.
It's better. It's not great, but it's better than it was. You become bigger. I don't know how to make it big. All right, so I can see Gary Donner is playing against Helgi. Yes. Which Helgi is playing today with? The son or the dad?
This time is the dad, yeah.
All right, so he's going to be small in here. He's going to be 3 clubs. Oh, he bid 3 diamonds. So they're playing puppet. Helgemo is becoming too big. So now puppet, and are they going to get to 6? Well, if he bids Blackwood, he's going to find he's missing the Queen of Hearts, and he's going to find he's missing an ace. So he's going to bid 3 diamond. I don't know what their system is now. After 3 diamonds with puppet, to show 5-4 in the majors is not very easy.
Yes, the spectators want to know if you're still in your bed.
Still where?
In your bed.
The woman is asking or a man is asking. It makes a big difference. I don't want to tell the man where I am, but the women, they're welcome to come to my room and have a glass of red wine and see. But the men, I don't like the men who want to go to my bed. It's not so good. I just had a bath and I bought a glass of red wine and I'm going to go and eat my food in 20 minutes, but it's too early now. So is this now on BBO as well? You can watch it on BBO?
I believe you can, yes.
That's good.
I'll double check.
Okay, so now he's bid 4 club. It's probably both majors, slam try, but he doesn't show the 5th spade, so it's a little bit sad. So now Northwest is showing for slam try with both majors. Hellness is cooperating with 4 diamonds. Now I guess Helgemo is going to bid 4 hearts to say which suit do you have, because his hand is better if his partner has got spades. The problem is they still don't know which major they're involved with. I mean, yes, Hellness knows, but Helgemo doesn't.
Is this a good slam, Zio, or not a good slam?
Well, it's a good slam because it's making, but it's not a good slam because you're missing an ace and the queen of trumps. But having said that, without a club lead, it's not horrible. But they're not good. Oh, wow. 4 diamonds, 5 no trump. 6 club, what does that mean?
It suddenly escalated.
This is sick bidding, and they're going to make it. Now, this is why Helgemo and Hellness are embarrassing, because no good pair wants to be in 6, but they make it, they win the tournament, and they say that's how we play bridge. They don't bid Blackwood. How can you not bid Blackwood? I think I would be, if I was them, I'd be embarrassed. I might go down purposely because it's such a
no, but it started because they may have, they might be missing 2 aces, you mean?
They are missing ace and the queen of trumps, but certainly they could be missing 2 aces.
Well, I mean, if they ask for aces, they can't beat this slam, so...
It's Helgi. Helgi is a savage. You see, he wants to go and he likes to be and have his drink beer and sit with his girlfriend. He wants to be dummy on every hand nowadays. In the old days, he wanted to play. I'm going to tell you that the only
his girlfriend is not there.
Are they catching up? Are they doing very badly in the tournament? Is that what it is?
They were 13th, yeah. Your 3 predictions to win the tournament came 11th, 13th, and 16th out of 16 yesterday.
But have you seen a good horse race? The winners always come at the end, not in the beginning.
Yeah, well, okay. We're looking
All right, he's led a diamond. Now, this is given Declarer a different chance, because now he can play to throw the clubs away on the diamonds, ace, king of hearts, maybe the queen will drop, and then hope to get the spades come in. And I think it's probably what he's going to do. Oh, Helgemo is playing it, is he? 4 diamonds,
Helgemo,
5
yes.
no trump. No, who's playing it?
Helgemo is playing it.
How is he playing it? Why? 2 no trump, 3 club, 3 diamond, 4 club, 4 diamonds.
5 hands, 6 clubs, 6 hearts. So
okay, 6
hearts
clubs,
were first bit at the 6th level.
What was 6 clubs meaning, you think?
It wasn't alerted, so I don't know.
Maybe he thought it was Blackwood. No. Pick a slam, he's shown a major, and maybe he's showing those 5. Maybe he thought his partner could be. No, his partner showed 4-4 in the majors. I don't know. I don't understand 6 club. Maybe he wanted Helgemo to play. Maybe that's why. Not a bad thing to let your partner play when he's Helgemo. When I have a rule, always let Helgemo or Madala be the declarer. That's a very good rule. It's in my book.
When is your book coming out?
That's a good question. The problem is not that. It's almost finished, the new book, but it's very difficult to sell a book well in times like COVID, when there's no tournaments and there's no live games. So it's a little bit difficult. So that's why I'm not saying I'm working too hard. So is he going to take the finesse? I say he's going to play the ace.
It's 2020 year. They do ebooks. You can sell online content.
Yeah, but it's difficult. Bridge books don't sell online because unless you promote them. So he's going to go for the line we said, and he's hoping the spade. He needs the spades to come in this way. If the spades don't come in, he would be going down. But he can pick up honor and 1 spade as well as spade 3-3. And maybe the queen of hearts came down sometimes. All right, the Norwegian slam bidding. Mind you, having said that, Mexroth and Rodwell they bid the other way. They go conservative in slams, and they never bid slams without Blackwood if they can help it. But they're also terrible slam bidders. I would say for the 2 best pairs in the world, they're the 2 worst slam bidders. But Meckwell are less lucky as Helge Mo and Helnes in bidding slam because
A few minutes before you arrived, we were just discussing which is the best pair of all time. So we're debating between these two, and you just said that they're the worst slam bidders. So
no, they're neither. Look, they may be the best pairs. I'm not saying overall they're very, very good pairs, but they've got there's no pair in the world who has not got a lot of weaknesses. Some are weak in card play, some are weak in dummy play, some are weak in defending, some are good at everything, but there's very few who are perfect in everything. In fact, nobody. Maybe when I was young. Okay, now we got to see any more slams coming from them. Not this one. They're going to open a heart, a spade, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs. They're going to bid 3 no trumps. In 3 no trumps, you have 3 spade tricks, 2 heart tricks, 2 diamond tricks. And the club situation might be good because they might well lead a club. A heart, a spade, 2 diamonds. Now, is West going to bid 2 no trumps, but not forcing? No, he has to bid 3 clubs. East will have to bid 3 no trumps. And South has got a difficult lead. They don't want to lead a spade, a heart, or a diamond. They lead the ace of clubs. And now, having said that, ace of clubs and a spade switch. You can cut off the declarer from the club suit. And he can make 1 club, 3 spades, 4, 2 hearts, 6. But the 10 of hearts and the 9 of hearts is becoming sexy also. Interesting hand. Now, this is the kind of hand where Helge Mo makes use, oh, he's bid 2 no trumps. So that's non-forcing 2 no trumps. How can he bid non-forcing 2 no trumps? So West East is going to pass that if it's non-forcing.
They are not known not to bid their games.
Yeah, but he's got 11 points. If his partner made a non-forcing bid and he made a non-forcing, I don't understand why he wouldn't make non-forcing with this good 12 card. It's a much better opening hand than the open. I mean, I would open the East hand. I'm not saying no. So maybe 2 no trump was forcing. He didn't alert it.
I guess because of the Zoom communication, they just talk to each other saying what the bit means, and they don't.
Well, no, but he's alerted 3 clubs.
Well, this is Helge Mo, and he does the proper thing, and Helnes is not much into it. So
now he has to bid. What is he? The question is 3 club forcing? Normally I would think it's forcing, showing your shape, but forcing, in which case West will have to bid 3 no trumps. But having said that, now North is on lead. And I think he might lead the Jack of Spades on that auction. The best lead for the defense is the Jack of Spades. All right, now. So let's bet. Who's going to bet? I say he doesn't lead a heart, he doesn't lead a diamond, he doesn't lead a club. I think he should lead the Jack of Spades. But it's Gary Donner. Gary Donner is a very good bridge player. He's a great player because he only chooses girls to partner him. That's a sign of a genius. You have to be very bright to know that it's better to partner a lady than a man. Jack of Spades, I'm proud of you, Gary. He told me about the champagne the other day, a champagne called Celos. Nobody ever heard of it, but it's the most expensive champagne in the world. It's called Celosse. Have you either heard of it? No, in Bulgaria, certainly not, but the French,
No,
you might think.
No, I don't know about it.
I never heard of it.
I can't afford it, probably, that's why.
No, nobody can afford it. I checked the prices, it's a joke. It's more important, more expensive than Cristal and Dom Perignon. All right, now how are we going to play this hand? Under an assumed name is what they would say, because now he's in big problem. That's the best lead. He can't set up anything. I guess he's going to have to play a club and hope North has got ace jack or king jack doubleton club. He has the jack doubleton, but not the jack. All right, so he wins the queen to try and encourage them. He's playing a club. It's going to go small. He has to put the queen up. He's got no choice. And Silla likes the lead, so she's going to continue spade. He's thinking, but he'll put the queen. Trust me. Trust me. What? That would be a bad play when North had ace king, but it doesn't matter. All right. Now it's easier for the defense.
Yeah.
Now South can beat it in his own hand. She can play spade, win another club, and play another spade. And she has it 3 clubs and 2 spades in her own hand. So it's. I would like to ask if you could to find out if Tuno Trump was forcing. Is there any way to find that out?
We can ask the player. Stefan, I think you're director at the table if you want to ask.
Ask Helgi. Helgi is dummy. Say, was Tuno Trump forcing?
Someone in the chat telling us that Donald Trump is forcing. I don't know how they know that. Or
Yeah, so if it's forcing, then he had no choice. So they play, obviously, Donald Trump is forcing. It is actually not a bad way to play, I must say that. But they've got to a silly. Can you check if anybody else bid 6 hearts on the hand before and anybody made it? Can you see from your scores? Stefan, your voice is gone.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Stefan.
Yes, Klukowski bid it. Many others didn't. I was about to check a few more tables.
Can you tell me how Klukowski bid it? How's their bidding? How come the 2 players who are the best bid it when it's such a bad slam? Do you understand why nobody's a good bridge player? Yeah, because the best players bid slam, and the worst players don't bid slam, which is correct. So how do you judge what's a good bridge player? Everybody's terrible.
Apart from you.
I've become terrible now. Now, when you become old, you become senile. Okay. Now, she played the 8 of spades just to be insurance. I don't blame her. She didn't want them to put the 6 in. And North is thinking, please play one of my red suits. I've got a million tricks here if you just let me in.
Yeah.
So now what's Declarer going to do? I guess he's going to play, he could play a diamond to the 10, or he's going to play the 10 of hearts and duck it. Or play, and that way he could play a club because he doesn't know where the ace of diamonds is for sure. But he doesn't know. But probably South can't have the ace of diamonds because they have ace, if they have ace king of clubs and the ace of diamonds and 5 spade, they would have overcalled. But having said that, he still doesn't know where the ace of clubs is. And even though I would have opened this hand, please notice yet another 11 count going down, normal bidding. Everybody's happy. They're not ashamed, but it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, and it was not such a good game. That's fine.
No, it wasn't a good game. It was a good game to play maybe Tuno Trump non-forcing or not to open the 11 count. But I agree this 11 count was very tempting.
I think someone is telling us that at one table they did play Tuno Trump non-forcing and went down 1 already.
Yeah, well, you might make Tuno Trump, I guess. It depends on if they lead Jack of Spade, it's difficult.
It's now
sorry, Helness, there goes the last chance. And North is good. North can happily exit with a heart to make sure. And if he plays the Jack of Hearts, South made a good play here, the 9 of diamonds, saying, partner, I've got the 8. So North can play the 8 diamond. It's good.
Yeah, nothing he can do now. I guess his best play is to play the 10 of diamond and then to play a king of heart and a heart. For down 1.
Yeah. No, not down 2 anyway. No.
Well, if I play now the 10 of diamond.
Oh, the diamonds are good, are they? Sorry, yes. Well, if they played 10 of diamonds.
Oh, no, it doesn't work. You're right. Okay.
No, they still had to lose. Huh?
Yeah. So now down 2. No, down 3. Down two.
He's going to make a spade. It's very elegant to make the 4 of spade.
Yes.
So you should play the 4 of spades. Okay. Well, Helgemo and Helners have shown on both hands they bid badly.
For a positive score overall.
Yeah, but the slam was... So did you find out how Klukowski bid the slam?
I'm just looking into it. Just one moment.
I can't believe that Gavris and Klukowski bid the slam without Blackwood. All right, they're still together.
Christoph, what was the number of the tournament?
Now, to me, West has got the biggest pass in the world, and if Helness opens this, I'm going to stop calling him a good player. But he can't open. This is the worst hand to open. These 11 count 4-4-4-1. It's a hand to defend with. Good for you, Helness. Thank God. 1 heart by North.
So can you tell us why 4-4-4-1 is good to defend? And
it's always good. It's much better to defend. If you don't have a thing, if your partner has a certain length in your singleton, it's all defense. I never open a 4-4-4-1 unless it's a really nice one, except on some hands, especially in match points, when you're 4-4 in the majors, you can quickly get into the major before the opponents get it, and now you can steal the contract. But when you have a stiff major, often you want to pass.
Okay, thanks. Very useful.
A heart, a spade, 2 clubs. 2 hearts. Well, actually, it's an interesting hand only because Al Roth, who was a very famous guy, you know, who invented the negative double, on the North hand, he said you should rebid 1 no trump. His logic was when you bid 2 clubs, you should have a singleton or have extra values. That's how his thinking was.
Only when you open in third seat or always?
No, all the time. He played a heart, a spade, 2 club, showed he would bid a no trump with a lot of 5-4-2-2s when he had a minimum hand. And it was right often, you see on this hand.
Yeah, but here, the trumps are not breaking nicely. It's...
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, but there was no good contract. The best contract was probably 1 heart or 1 no trump, or anything they're going down. I'm surprised.
So,
in the old days, Helgemo would double.
There was a Blackwood with Klukowski, but Klukowski bid it, and over 5 hearts, he went 6 hearts. I guess he's read the laws of the Bulgarian laws that the Queen of Hearts always comes. So
he bid 6 hearts after his partner denied the Queen, and then they led it. It didn't matter what they led.
They led a trump, so he made +1.
Oh, yeah. So that's why Klukowski is better than Helgemo. Helgemo only made 12 tricks and a bad slam. He made 13.
To be fair, isn't it the kind of slams that you might want to be in when you are trailing behind on an event like this one?
Yes, I'm not denying that. But if you know your partner has the Jack of Hearts, did he? I don't know. I don't know which East or West bid it. Sometimes you don't have the Jack of Hearts and it's not so good.
True.
All right, so he's in 2 hearts. They couldn't. Now this is the hand. Now here, now listen. 1 heart, 1 spade, 2 club, 2 hearts. This is the hand that sometimes West could double 2 hearts because he knows his partner has 5 hearts. He's passed a good 11 count. He knows his partner will know that he's got 4 spades and a single. He's perfect bid to double 2 hearts. Only the problem is if North has a big hand, but it's very unlikely. And East can always go back to spades. So I think, believe it or not, that it's better to pass the West hand and then reopen over 2 hearts because you can see what's likely to happen. Having said that, I don't know. Did they stop the club rough? Ah, they stopped it. So North has made 2 tricks. He's going to make a club 3 and maybe 2 hearts 5. He's going 3 down. Now, in some countries, Pakistan especially, if they go 3 down vulnerable and you don't double, your partner is going to scream at you for a week. No champagne in the interval.
Yeah.
Because if somebody's going 3 down, there should be a double. Now, Helgemo can't double. I guess he could double, But West is the one who can see the points because he has such a big hand. But I don't think Helgemode. I think West should double 2 odds. That's my belief.
When you say should, are you influenced by the result, or you actually think they
No,
should?
I think he's got a perfect hand. It goes a heart of spade, 2 club, 2 odd double. He knows that North has often got a stiff spade. And now his partner can always bid 2 spades. He knows he has a safe place in 2 spade when he has 3. It's not a hand they're going to get down. Now, yes, sometimes North has 14, South has 9 with 2 hearts, and they could be in trouble. But you can see this hand is so begging for a penalty. You know the hearts are breaking 5. Your partner, you're a passed hand. Your partner's not going to play. I know he's got no aces. And I'm saying, for sure, if Helgemo's playing the hand, I might not double. But and even though I love Gary Donner, if he's playing the hand, I might well double because he's not going to make an extra trick. So I think it's an area of bridge that a lot of experts ignore.
Yeah, someone is asking us, are there many double contract, low level double contract when playing IMS?
I believe so, yes. I believe that that's where the top players are very weak. I believe they play too many takeout doubles. They're too conservative. They don't let them make it sometimes. But look on this hand. You know how many imps is to get 800 against the field? You know how much imps that is? Enormous.
Yes, it is.
I would say that bid is much more likely to gain than bidding 6 hearts, missing the queen of trump. Much more. All right, so it's going to go east. I'm very impressed that Helgemo didn't open a no trump on this hand. I would have thought he would definitely open a no trump.
I would.
I would as well. But it's pure not to. But the problem is, if it goes a club and his partner bids anything, he has to bid a no trump and he's too good for it. But anyway, he's right. His partner had a really bad hand here. Well, should South make another bid over 2 spades? And I don't think North should bid 2 spades. I clearly think he had a Q bid.
Yes, but I don't think South should bid over 2 spades. I mean...
No, but I'm saying if North bid 2 clubs, which they could.
So South would bid 2 hearts, North would bid 2 spades, and then what? South bid some?
Well, if North bid 2 clubs, certainly South has to game try to the 3 level. They have a super maximum 1 level bid.
Yeah,
they can't. 2 club, 2 heart, 2 spades. I would bid 3 diamonds or something. Or 3 spades.
Well, maybe if 2 spades shows like 8, 9, 10 points, like now you don't need to make another bid with 30.
But they don't, because he's a passed hand and it's an overcall. I don't believe it. Garozzo, who was one of the most brilliant people to prepare systems, many years ago played and introduced that when you overcall a major, your partner's 2 club bid is like Drury, even if you're not a passed hand. And if you Q bid their suit, that shows clubs. It's very good because it allows you to make a little try under 2 club between. If you say it goes a heart or spade, if your partner bids 2 hearts, you have to make a decision. But if he bids 2 clubs as a raise in spade, you can bid 2 diamonds or 2 hearts. It's a very good idea. So he's going to make this game easily. And again, she's going to make it, sorry. And she's going to make, as you see, 4 spades. And North's hand was just too good. At 10-9 of hearts, doubleton, 2 early aces, good 3 trumps. It's a clear Q bid to me.
Yeah.
And I think that will lose points in the field because most of the aggressive pairs will get to game.
So DiFranco and Mano bid to 4 spades after East opened 1 no trump.
That's very good. How did they bid for the Landy for the majors?
2 clubs Landy, 2 diamonds asking, 2 spades, 3 spades, 4 spades.
I mean, they did well to bid 2 club, 2 diamond, 2 spades, 3 spades. I mean, it depends again how light your partner comes in over an O trump. They did very well.
So next we're gonna see Brojland Lindqvist against Jansma Willenken.
Okay, good. I'll
Bob
watch two
Hammond
more.
bid the same way as Gary Donner. One club, one spade, pass two spades.
Who bid two spades? Hammond.
Hammond.
He's too old now, you see. He should retire.
He's second, by the way.
Yeah, but he does very well. But he could, if he was more aggressive in some of these auctions, because this is a game that he shouldn't miss. And don't get me wrong, Hammond is a great, great player. And he's a great player for the biggest reason, I'll tell you why. Not because of his dummy play, not because of his bidding, not because of anything, but because of his attitude and his ability to never lose concentration. He's incredible like this. And I respect him more than anybody in the world as his ability to remain focused. And if he goes for 1400 on one hand, the next hand he plays like it's the first hand of the day. That's his greatest talent, and it's wonderful. But you can't say that North's hand is not worth two club. It's clearly worth a cubit. All right, let's see.
So for the people who don't know, who don't know, North Junior is Chris Willenken, South is Jan Jansma, East is Boye Brogland, and West is Espen Lindqvist.
Okay, so yesterday Boye Brogland bid 3-no trumps and got doubled. Today I called him up and shouted at him, and I said, "You're the worst player in the world." And he told me 10 reasons why he was right, but it wasn't. Okay. South is good. Jansma's bidding a heart. West will bid 3 diamonds. I like 3 diamonds only because, what? Who's Stevie G?
Espen Lindqvist.
That's a funny name.
Shall we substitute him or what?
No, but maybe he plays 3 diamond is some funny bid. I would bid 3 diamond because I want to make the Queen of Hearts. Maybe they play it's a 2-suiter. Now you bid 2 diamond or I'll kill you. I'll murder you. I'm going to send a letter. Ah, thank God. Jesus.
So just so you know, guys, if Boyo is a dummy, he's gonna join us for a quick chat.
That's why Espen is bidding now.
I think maybe he's scared to bid with Boya because if he bids anything, Boya jumps to 6-no trumps. So he's too scared. 1 heart, 1 no trump, 2 club, 2 diamond, 4 club. Okay, I like that bidding. South's got a monster hand. So they're going to, I don't know, they should make a slam try. Their hearts are not so good when partners short in hearts. They already missed 3-no trumps, which was claimed. But he might bid a little 4 spades on the way. I don't know if 4 club was forcing or not.
Would you open the North hand 3 clubs?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I'm about 2 kings too strong. I'm favorable.
Okay.
Absolutely not even close. My partner is not meant to bid game with a strong no trump when I open 3 club non-vulnerable. Even vulnerable I wouldn't open because I don't have the 7th club and I don't. Vulnerable, I'm sorry, but non-vulnerable, it's much, much too strong.
Thanks.
All right, so he got to 5 clubs and he led a spade. So now he's got to play hearts while he has the ace of club entry. So I think he'll duck the first spade, win the second. He's got problems in communication. Yeah, he's going down.
Yeah, spade lead is killing it.
Because the clubs don't break. Good lead by Stevie G. No wonder he never bids. He's a good defender. Huh? No, is there some way we can make this hand? He did well not to lead the ace of diamonds as well. But good lead. What can he do? If he had the 8 of club, it would be more interesting because then he could get 2 entries in his club hand. And by finessing
the 9 of clubs.
Yeah, when the 9 is on the left, but if he had the 8 and East had Jack 3rd, that's a bit sad. Difficult hand to get to 3-no trumps. If he goes 1 heart, 3 diamonds, what does North do? Maybe he should bid 3-no trumps. Pass 1 heart. Once you're a passed hand, I guess you could bid 3-no trump over 3 diamonds. You know that's the most likely game. Well, this is going down. What can we do? He can't do anything.
No, he needs hearts 3-3 or clubs 2-2 with the spade lead.
I think he's going to go 2 down because you might have to run the nine. You play king, queen of clubs. No, he should play club to the king, heart, and a heart. And now he's go down, unless he runs the 9 of hearts and goes 2 down.
I have a question for you, Zia. Is your son still playing bridge?
No, he's not playing. He's just gone to university. He's in Scotland. He said, Dad, I'm having too good a time. I don't want to play bridge. So he's not playing at all.
Something must be wrong with this game if you can't make your children play.
No, I don't want him to. I want him to know enough about bridge. So when he becomes an old guy, if he wants to play bridge, it's good. I don't want him to spend his life playing bridge. It's only a life for people who are like you and I, who are crazy guys who are so addicted to the game that we don't want to leave it.
True.
I think I'm going to watch the next hand and go and eat. It's not a game for everybody. It's only a game for the people who are fanatics, you know.
Yeah.
Because
at the time we're trying to recruit people to bridge, this sounds very enthusiastic. Guys, don't listen to this guy.
It's a great game and it's a lovely game to play, but not a game to spend your life in. And when you're a young kid, you have to learn, you have to study, you have to go and get an education, a career. It's more important. Not like you guys who make a fortune on the BBO every day.
Oh, yes, we're going to Hawaii next week.
I wish that we could all go to Hawaii and because the weather is terrible in the Europe. Oh.
So before you go to have your dinner, which is the all-time best pair in the world, in your opinion?
Today, all time.
All time.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I don't think there's such a thing as the all-time best pair. I think bridge is a game that on your day you can be the best, but you can never be the best every day.
Okay, but let's say you have to pick a pair for the past 50 years.
Okay, good question. But today or at their best performance, you mean?
No.
Over a long period of time, rather.
I tell you, I do. I really believe everybody's hopeless. That's the truth. I don't think there's any pair who's so good. I think all pairs terrible. The Italians, you can't say any pair is so great because we know what happened with the Italians. You can't say the French. The French had a lot of good players, but not any who were like beyond the rest of the world. Meckwell obviously are in the equation. Helgemo is in the equation.
The two were slam bidders.
But you see how they bid. They can't. You want me to say they're the best player in the world, and you see how they play in front of you. The first 2 hands they've made a mistake on every hand. They're hopeless. Huh? But everybody's hopeless. The beauty of bridge is everybody is terrible. On some days you can be better than anybody in the world, and some days you can't follow suit.
And what about at the best of their peak, the best of the best?
Wait, yes, when they play their best, who are the best?
Well, I think Helgemo, individually, Helgemo and Madala are the two most talented players. Individually. Madala has never, I think Madala and Bildi is going to be a great pair. I'm sure they've got the ability. The only thing is I don't think they're both slightly lazy guys and they don't have the desire to work as hard as they should. But I think their talent is enormous. I think as two, yeah.
Someone was asking about who do you think is the best female player in the world?
The best, sorry?
Woman.
The women player, I think it's clear. There's no question, right? There are two women who are the best two in the world. And again, this is all in my book. I don't want to give you my secrets, but Marianne and Sabine are the two best players. They're different type of players, but they're clearly, I've played with all the best women players, and they're the best two women players. I think by a long way. The French are very good. I think in the French, Sylvie is the best, but she's much more consistent and solid, old-fashioned French style. And Marianne and Sabine are much more the modern style, very active, very aggressive. They play more in your face bridge. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Boyer's done passed, vulnerable. South bids a diamond. North is going to make some sort of diamond raise, like 2 diamonds. This is good for a system where South can bid 3 clubs. This is what I play, which shows a minimum opening hand with a singleton club. North would have to bid 3 no trumps. And you make nothing again. Well, having said that, on a spade lead, if North Boyer has to come in, double the guy, please. Double him. Well, he's not so bad. Double him, you take 3 clubs. They're not going to double him. Pass. North is going to be 2 no trumps, which actually might stop Boyer from leading a spade. And South is going to pass that. So they've done well, North-South, to stop it 2 no trumps. And I'm going to tell you, I bet you $10 to a $1 that Boyer leads the heart. Who wants the bet?
10 to 1, it's very tempting.
Okay, 2 to 1. That's it. He's not going to lead a spade, Boyer. Believe me, he never lead a spade. Boyer is too tough. He lead a heart. He might lead a club, but he's not leading a spade.
Now, the most important question here is, after how long will Boyer lead?
Yeah, that's a long question. But having said that, I think if South had doubled 2 spades, it wouldn't be a bad bid. And East would have he would have lost 3 clubs, a heart 4. He would only go down 1 maybe. So, but I don't blame Boyer for bidding because he wants, to him it's about the opponents getting to 3 no trump and his partner's on lead and he leads the wrong suit.
Yeah.
But having said that, this is a hand where North-South make nothing because the diamonds break badly and they're on top and the club lead is coming. So I don't know why South 3 no trumps. What the hell is that? Or maybe 2 diamond was game forcing.
Invite plus. It alerted us invite plus.
But the invite plus, then South had Jansma. Why would he bid? 4 diamonds, you can double also, but they won't. And I'm very, that's what I like about Boyer and his partner. They are very, very good at this sort of thing. When the opponents get to game, they're not scared to double. And I like that. They saw the chance. Often 4 diamonds is going for more than 3 no trumps, but they're going to lose in this contract 2 hearts, a spade, 3, and 2 diamonds, 5. So they missed their chance, but it was...
Get doubled, yeah. Should West double 4 diamonds?
It depends so much on the 9 of diamonds. It's one of those hands that people always say, I know I can double, but okay. And often 4 diamonds goes down more. Actually, he probably should double, but I don't blame him for not doubling. You feel pure because you double 3 no trumps and they ran, so you feel I've done my job. And if North had the 9 of diamonds, this hand would not be so good. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and have my dinner and I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, see you later.
Thanks.
So just for a comparison, on the very same hand, Bramley and Hammond bid 1 diamond, 1 no trump, pass. So
and they were right. And they were right, Stefan.
Yes, they were. Bob Hammond was right for a change. So the auction was way less interesting. We've selected the right table to watch.
So now we need to talk after the year. It's not easy. We'll try our best.
Again, a very difficult task.
But I think here's the
but
play.
As he said, we're making a fortune, so we should do our best.
Exactly. But here's the play.
So here, would you double 4 diamonds, Christoph?
I think it's way too hard saying that when you can see all 4 hands. In practice, I think you're already happy that they are not in 3 no trump, and you don't want to take the risk of 3 no trump making, 4 diamonds making. You have doubled, they run, and you still double them. It feels like by passing 4 diamonds, you cannot really lose. you can't really lose. So why would you take the risk? I guess I don't know. I wouldn't, but
Yeah, for a change, I agree with you here because normally I smart them and they make it, but after about 20 years of such negative experience, I double them less. And yes, they obviously had very aggressive auction. They're playing higher than most of the other tables, so we're probably already gaining Kims if we beat that contract, comparing with other tables like playing 1-0 Trump. So to extend that to 10, 11 IMS, but losing 10, 13, the risk reward factor doesn't work in favor of double, I think. And what Zia mentioned is spot on, obviously. The holding of the 9 of diamonds will be essential for the outcome of this contract. So in this case, we can see also that boy has an ace. Boy could have had like king, queen, jack and make no tricks at all. Now boy is contributing, so we can obviously see the contract is going off maybe 2 or something like that, or maybe 1 after the ace of spades was played. Anyway, the contract is going down for sure. So Espen would maximize his result, but I definitely agree with the pass. At the table of Brat Moss and Joe Guru, they had one-sided auction to 3-0 Trump, which are they playing at the moment. The only bid by East-West was East double 2 spades, which was some sort of an asking bid.
so someone is
So the
asking us
opening,
why do we think why East played the ace of spade at trick 1?
Yeah,
It's a good question. The guess is that he expected that he was likely to beat it if he cashed the spade, but we can ask him. If he's dummy, we'll ask him that question.
yes, I guess after the double of 3-0 Trump, he thought he's gonna beat 4 diamonds and he didn't want to make the wrong step, I guess. For me, small is very logical, but if boy is playing case, maybe there is some reasoning in that. I just want to mention a couple of more words about this same hand, Guru and Moss. They're playing it from North's hand, and the lead was the Jack of Spades, and the King of Spades won. And then the Claire went for hearts, which were returned now. So this is quite interesting. Declare may have a chance to actually
Oh, interesting hand. So Jonsma has an interesting opening. Is it a 4 hearts opening? It feels like
5 hearts. Yeah, 4 hearts definitely.
So it might go 4 hearts double pass pass pass. And that will depend on the lead quite a lot, it feels. On a... Oh, 4 hearts pass pass pass. Okay, that's also okay. I agree with 4 hearts. And the diamond lead was, I guess, one of the good leads. Because now diamond to the ace spade, spade rough, and game over.
Yeah, the spade rough was always there. The point is that on a club lead, obviously the Declare can throw the diamond. So this was to beat the contract, a good lead. I don't know personally. I would probably lead a club, but because I just have fewer clubs than diamonds. But Espen did well.
Yeah, Zia told us that he was really good at leading, and it was a really expensive lead here. I don't know his reasoning for leading a diamond rather than a club.
I don't know either. King Jack needs less support, but there is no guessing then if the opponents have something like Queen 10, you're just giving it away. Now if then he has like King Queen 10, partner may have the Jack, they misguess which one to play. I'm in favor of a club lead still because of they're shorter than the diamonds. But he's playing there, and I'm not.
People are talking about the ace of spade lead. It might sound appealing, but you might, if spade is dummy suit, you don't have any side aces, and it might be tricky because you might be establishing a discard from north hand before you knock off one of the minor ace, and that might be a big issue. Because then you don't get to make your minor tricks, because when they take the ace in the minor, they can discard the other minor loser, for example, on the king of spades from dummy. That's a likely scenario. That's why I think they don't lead the ace of spades. So last board of
yes, but still, I like the ace of spades lead, and everything you said can be right. But how to think about club or ace of spades? I wouldn't consider a diamond.
That's why they're there, and that's why we're here, Stefan.
Thomas and Boy didn't invite us to play, right?
No, we didn't get invited.
Okay, so one club here, one spade, two diamonds, showing 5+ hearts, invitational or better hand. Transfers in competitive auction are becoming more and more popular because they're allowing for a wider range of hands to be shown, and also you're right-siding the hand. Now imagine West is playing in hearts, then North has to lead, and he doesn't know what partner's got. And if East was beating natural two hearts, South would lead spades to finesse them or lead something else, and have a much better view. Now in this case, you can see South will lead a spade and get a spade up. But if North is leading, the lead of the ace of spades is not so obvious. So this is how transfers work well. Here we can see that there is no 4 hearts making, but East and West managed to end up doubling 2 spades.
That's going to be a very interesting contract.
Indeed.
It will take a long time. So no club losers, one heart loser, one diamond loser. That's only 2.
Yeah, good luck with that one diamond loser.
What? Yeah, you need to... yeah, you're right. And only 1 entry to dummy. So let's count the tricks for our declarer. 2 clubs, 1 diamond.
Maybe, because he's made of the club. And then it's 1 club.
True.
I think it's worse than it seems.
Okay, I don't know how many tricks then.
I think it will go at least down
now
to...
if he plays the jack?
Now the jack is good. The jack will mean down 1 because he'll make 4 spades, 2 clubs, 6, and a diamond is 7. So down 1 will be a great score for North-South. I mean, great, not terrible score. Yes, he did. So he got away with it. We can see that Espen should have played the king. Was that so obvious? I'm not sure. Maybe it was possible that the suit is 7, 4, 1, 1, and Boy has singleton jack or 10. That he wasn't wanting to pin. On the other hand, if Declare has ace jack 10, it doesn't matter that much. Declare will always take 2 of his trumps, but he won't lose the tempo. I'm again slightly in favor to play the high card, but it's not obvious at all.
The layout of the cards is quite lucky because I think now they have to play diamonds for him at some point because the Queen of Hearts will be good and the East doesn't have any more clubs, so they really...
I don't think Declare will rely on them because if he waits for them and the suits are not locked that way, then Declare may lose the trump control. I think he would rather play for diamonds, and I apparently am wrong. So let's see. The defense doesn't have many exits. We can see that already Boy has run out of exits.
Yeah, but North kind of has to rough.
Yes.
I mean, he could discard, to be honest, but he doesn't. Does he know that he doesn't have any more clubs?
Well, he only saw that East has two spades, probably six hearts because of the carding and because West didn't properly supported hearts. So he knows 1-6, but the rest I'm not sure. Well, he probably does because East led a low club. If he had two clubs, he would have led a higher club. So he may have some idea about it. But in principle, I don't think it matters that much what he's doing.
He did discard a diamond, and now East has to play.
So now the defense will take two more spades and two more diamonds. This is down one. Very good play by Chris Willenken North to play spade to the jack on the second round, because otherwise things would have been very ugly for him.
Yes, indeed.
He is to draft the club, and later on they'll take his trump anyway, so he won't be able to rough the diamond. So that is down one, 200 points. East and West don't have a game because the heart holding is terrible for them. They lose at least two hearts, a club, a spade, a diamond, so they barely make two hearts. So 200 should be a positive score for East-West. So that was the end of round 3. We have 2 more rounds to go. We played 20 boards each session. So this is the second session, and the first one was yesterday. The next one is tomorrow, the same times. For those of you who cannot stay till the end, there is a recording from yesterday. There will be recording from today, and tomorrow you can join us the same time for the last day of this exhibition pairs event. It's the same time. It's 2 p.m. US East, 7 p.m. UK time, and 8 p.m. Central European time.
So the next table that we're gonna see is Margie Code and Alejandro Bianchetti against the British Hook and Gold.
Oh, I was about to say Margie, but I like David and John.
Yes,
a lot.
They both came to comment for us the final of the Gold Cup a couple of weeks ago, I believe, and we're really much appreciated. So it should be interesting. But yes, we have a funny story about Margie. Maybe you want to talk about that story while I have a quick break before the round.
Okay, so I'm playing with Christoph in the States. We are playing the American Nationals, one of the pairs events. And we are waiting to move for the next round. We are East and West, but this next table is slow. And there is this, she looks like a nice blonde lady, but she's deep into an argument against two big guys. And her partner is also into the fight. So it looks very scary. So we just wait for them to finish. So eventually we sat at the table. We had some jokes how scary she is. And eventually she asks us, where are you from, guys? So Christoph says, I'm from France, and I say I'm from Bulgaria. So she says something which I hear like, are you married? And I thought, come on, this is a bit too quick, but I thought, okay, there is nothing wrong with it. So I said, no, I'm only engaged, and but Christoph, my partner, is married. So she was looking at me like very weirdly, like I said something very weird. So I said, sorry, what did you ask? So she said, do you know Marin? Marin is a professional player from Bulgaria who plays in the States. His actual name is Marin, but for a blonde American, it's pronounced like Marin, or like for all the Americans. So she was actually asking me, do I know Marin Marinov, the professional Bulgarian player? but we turned out replying to if we are married or not. So she knows everything about us. I've been to her place in New York. She's a very nice lady. Again, a great supporter of the anti-cheating campaign and great supporter of professionals around the world. She's been playing with Alejandro Bianchetti for the last couple of years. They're doing quite well. I think they won the mixed teams BAM at the US Nationals, one of the US Nationals.
And she's one of the nicest persons around. She's amazingly nice.
Yes, she's very nice. So if you see a smiling blonde at the bar during a bridge tournament, the chances are this is Margit Cole.
We will be showing an interview of her tomorrow before the match.
Okay, I can't wait. I haven't seen those interviews yet. And I heard there's some funny answers.
So we can see a bad board, kind of, for Eric Laurent and Nicholas Hammond that happened at the table that we're going to follow next. When they went down in 4 hearts. It will be interesting. So we decided to keep the highest ranking pairs for tomorrow. So we will certainly see them tomorrow, except if they had the worst session in one of the worst sessions. So we are not going to see them today, but for sure we're going to see them tomorrow. They had a huge lead of 20 imps over the seconds, plus 47 imps, I believe, when the seconds are plus 27. So it would be a bad news if they weren't in the top 3 today.
Yeah, this board is not that worrying. 4 hearts going down looks normal to me, but their previous board, you can see on their scorecard, the opponents made 4 hearts doubled +1. So at match points, this probably would have been worse. At teams, it would just cost about 6-7 imps, but it's not such a small loss.
Yeah.
They went off in 5 clubs. We can see on board 9. That was the one that goes off on a spade lead. And maybe some other lead. No, spade lead was killing the communication. There were other options also to go off, so it wasn't the best contract ever.
So yes, tomorrow we will try to track, because even though we don't have some global running scores, we could track what some of the pairs are doing. And we will try to do that for the top pairs, maybe the top 3, if we can, the top 5 pairs from tonight. And try to show you the most interesting tables in terms of winning the event tomorrow. So there is no set schedule for who we are going to show tomorrow. So we've got our tables. The zoom is perfect. That was very quick.
So Margie is north. She's not smiling at the moment. Maybe she knows that we're watching her, so she's pretending she's a serious person. Alejandro is south. Alekuki, or something like that is the nickname. Max mate, this is John Cook and David Gold from England. David Gold is in the anti-cheating committee, which is one of the 2 pillars of the World Bridge Tour, the Fair Play Committee and the Anti-Cheating Committee. And David Gold has been involved in these anti-cheating examinations since 2015. And he's been vocal about these issues. He's someone who cares a lot, like everybody else here, but he deserves a special mention.
So about that board, 2 diamonds with weak in diamonds, very much played in the US. A little bit less in Europe, even though the British are playing it quite a lot. Take out double by Wes, who has 6 clubs, but the hand is a bit too strong for three clubs and has still a very good distribution for dabbling with the 3-3 in the majors and a singleton in the opening suit. He's bit 2 space. He has a nice hand, but not enough for more than 2 space. But then when partner beats 3 clubs, he clearly wants to move on, and if partner has space, he wants to be in 4 space. So my guess is that they will end up in 4 space by East, which is the best contract. Does it make, Stefan?
4 spades, the clubs are lying badly, so Declare will have a problem on a spade lead. I believe the contract will go up. On a diamond lead, it should rather make, because Declare can take the 2 diamond roughs. Declare can get back on hand in club roughs, and we can see South is not over roughing with the 10. So after this lead, my bet is that the contract will make. Of course, there is nothing wrong with the lead. I guess many people would lead the same. I'm not sure Margie had a chance to beat 3 diamonds over the double to the level of the fit, but her hand is not so exciting anyway. She's vulnerable. But one way or another, I guess that East-West would get to game, because even if she beats 3 diamonds, then it will be pass double, and maybe then John Cook will jump to 4 spades with 6-9 spades and 3 diamonds, knowing partner is a singleton or void. And again, I guess Alejandro would lead the ace of diamonds. Spade, it's not such an obvious lead, having ace king of diamonds and queen jack of hearts. You may need to quickly switch to hearts, because imagine now Demi has king of hearts, partner has the ace, you can take 3 hearts eventually, and if you don't, they were running all the clubs. So definitely the ace of diamonds looks like a normal lead to me.
Yeah, completely agree
with this profound analysis that I learned from Zia.
What, lead your ace with ace king?
No, it's just that I said it like Zia would. Come on, give me a compliment.
I won't give you a compliment, but a question. Do you think it's worth considering opening 2 space with the East hand? He had 3 diamonds, as a reminder.
Yes. Vulnerable second seat is like the most conservative position, but I don't see any problem with opening weak 2s. Of course, in England, it's not so normal, so I understand why John is passing. For some people, this needs to be a stronger hand, second seed vulnerable. I'm not one of those people, as you know. What do you think about it?
I would clearly open it, because I like the singleton. I like the 9 and 8 of spades are good cards. It doesn't seem like they are, but they are great cards. They make it that if partner has a stiff, you actually might be okay. And it's much harder for the opponent to W when they don't have this card. So I would definitely open it. Yeah.
You're a new man, my friend. You open every hand that we've discussed since yesterday.
Yeah.
So here Declare will quickly go to clubs now, rough clubs and rough diamonds. He sees that as the best opportunity due to the lack of communications. Trumps are 2-2, so even if he decides to rough at some point high with the queen and cash the jack, that will still work.
It's likely to be what he does, actually. Rough a diamond now. Rough a club with jack, rough a diamond.
Nicholas Hammond didn't open 2 spades either, but they still reached 4 spades, a top diamond lead.
Yes, of course, pass is fine. It's really a matter of style. You want to make the bid that your partner is going to expect. If your partner is expecting much more when you open 2 spades, you shouldn't open 2 spades. if your partnership is expecting to open these hands to spades, then you should open two spades.
Jogru didn't open two spades either.
Yeah, so it's really a matter of.
I thought he's way more aggressive than that.
Hey!
Hi, Zia. Did you have good dinner?
Not so bad. Not the cooking wasn't so good because it was takeaway. But who's winning the tournament? Can you tell me that yet or not?
I know that David Gold is doing very well this session, but he wasn't doing very well the previous session, so it's still a mystery.
Zia, we have a hand for you. Queen Jack 9, 8, 7, 6.
Say it again. Queen Jack 9 or King Jack?
Queen Jack 9, 8, 7, 6 in spades. 10 third in hearts. Queen 10 third in diamonds. Singleton club. Second, red against red. Pass on your right. Do you open two spades or not?
I do not open two spades.
Okay, do you think it's
I play two diamond is a bad week too, but even that I might not open. But it's not a vulnerable week two for me.
Okay. And do you think it's just bad bridge, or do you think it's a matter of style?
It's a matter of what your partner expects. I think all preempts are to do with partner. But for me, this hand is not enough because I want partner to make a game try with a good 14. Okay. And I have not the right hand. If I had the king of diamonds instead of the queen, I would make a two spade. Yeah. So what happened on them?
They passed, but they still reached the four spades contract, so it didn't really matter on the hand. But we were debating whether you should or not, or if it was a matter of style with partner.
Well, his partner must have had a good hand, no?
Yes, he had a huge hand.
Actually, at least
but if you play, which I played two diamonds, is a bad week too, and two spades is a good week too. You might open two diamonds. Even that is close, because it's a vulnerable bid. It's close.
So your partner is on TV. David Gold, can you tell us about, first let's look at the hand, and when you have a moment, tell us about him.
Well, he's one of the best English players. Him and Robson are the two best players. He's, I would say, a solid player more than a flashy player. Every now and then he's a little bit eccentric, but most of the time, he's somebody you rely on all the bidding and the play. So he's a very good partner for me.
Because you're not so reliable, are you?
I'm a little bit eccentric too, you know. I do some things that are not too good. It depends. If I had two bad boards, my mind goes crazy and I need to win it back, which is very bad. The opposite of ham and ham.
It's not so good to be the opposite of ham and ham. I can tell you that.
Unless you're Zia.
Unless you're Zia, yes.
We have to be honest. You know, Marty Seligman is a very famous psychiatrist who plays bridge. And he tested all the players in America at the top players, to see their character. He gave them a questionnaire. It's very interesting. And he came exactly with the right answer to all the players. You think like this, you're good when you're down, you're good when you're up, all of the points. And it was incredible how accurate he was. And he said about Hammond and Wolf in those days, they had the best attitude to playing the hand or to being involved in the game when they're winning or losing. Their mental attitude is very good. So that's one of the biggest attributes in bridge.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Bob has this quality.
That's an interesting study. Do you know if it's public?
If what's public?
If this study is public and we can see it somewhere.
I don't know. I don't know if it's public. The questionnaire is the private questionnaire, but maybe you can research the questionnaire he did and the readings he did. It's a very interesting questionnaire. It doesn't look like he's asking you anything to do, but the answers give him a reading of your characteristics. It's very, I don't know. You could ask him when you see him or talk to him. He's a very, very interesting guy, Marty. He's a very famous psychiatrist or psychologist, one of the most famous in the world.
Yes, someone in the chat is
So what happened?
suggesting that he is psychologist, not a psychiatrist, but
Psychologist, right?
yes.
But he's
So here they're playing in boring four spades. It should probably make they lose a spade, a heart, and a diamond.
is Eric Laurent still leading the tournament or not?
We're not sure about the exact results at the moment.
But there must be a way to get the running scores, no?
Well, maybe they are, but we don't know of them. On BBO, there are no running scores.
If anyone in the chat knows, we're interested.
It's a
Because
$1
this
million
barometer, everybody
question.
plays the same hand.
Yes, it should be possible, but it's not. I mean, we don't know. We don't know that it is. But the players can see their own scorecards.
They can see how they're doing, you mean? But and does it see the position on their card as well or no?
No.
No, only their scores from each board.
Well, they know their scores. You mean their scores compared to the other people?
Yes.
Whether they're
Yes,
plus or
the IM
minus.
scoring, the cross IMs that they get after each round, they see that, but they don't know the overall standing of all pairs.
All right, so what's going to happen here? North is going to open a no trump. And they're going to get
South
to 3-0
will
trump.
get to 3-0 trump.
One, the king of spade lead. You've got 4 diamonds, 2 hearts, 2 clubs. You have too many. It's another boring hand.
So North is Margie Cole. You told us yesterday that you really like her. Can you tell us why?
Who is North?
Margie Cole.
Ah, she's a very nice lady. She's very nice lady. She plays usually with Alexandra Bianchetti. Is that it?
That's him, yeah.
That's him in
Okay,
South.
she's a very nice lady. And I know no more than that because her daughter is a beautiful young girl and my son is a beautiful young guy. And they used to play bridge together in America sometime. And we sometimes, once every few weeks, we have a Sunday game for 1 hour where we cut around for just 1 hour just as a friendly game between her and me and my son and her daughter. So that's why I know her. But she's a very nice lady, a lot of fun, very popular. I think she's like a semi-sponsor. She's not so strong, but she's good enough in this field probably.
So you and Margie are a bit old-fashioned setting up dates for your children.
No, they didn't set up dates at all because my son was, when he was in the Nationals, they met each other and played bridge together. She's a very nice girl. They're just friends, I know. And he's now in university.
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. And Alexandro Bianchetti is another very good friend of mine. One of the most talented Argentinians, played a long time with Madala and the Lavazza team. And a very, very gentle guy. Okay, she's going straight for clubs. So clubs in this hand is the best thing to go for. And very reasonable play. She'll put the 9 in. Oh, she didn't put the 9, but it doesn't matter.
Is the 9 actually better?
It's no, well, no, not really. It makes no difference.
Yeah.
It's just that you normally like to put the 9 just in case they made a mistake with Queen Jack 10 fifth or something. But
David Gold makes this type of mistakes?
Oh no, sorry, I forgot it was David Gold. Never. David Gold is a good guy to be partner because he loves eating food. And we go for dinners. We were playing with Reese. At the end of the dinner, we were so full and drunk so much that nobody could play bridge anymore. But the good thing when you play with Reese Milner, he doesn't mind. As long as you have a good dinner, he's more important.
Sounds like the dream.
He's a very nice guy to play with.
But
and the other pair with
I know David quite not too well, but I know David, and he likes to win.
He likes to eat or win.
Both.
Yeah, but I think he likes to eat more than win, more important. But he's had great success in English bridge. He's probably the most successful guy today because he plays a lot of bridge.
So hopefully with you, he will become even more successful.
Yeah, but I'm running out of time. If they don't finish the COVID soon, I'll be retired in another year. I go and live in Hawaii in the sunshine and become a beachcomber.
Did you get a call for the vaccine?
No, I haven't had a call. I have to probably wait for another few weeks, I think.
What? I thought you'll be in the first group.
I should be in the first group. First of all, I'm VIP.
So what happened?
Because in England, there's a certain order and you have to wait.
Is it racist because you're from Pakistan?
I think they're racist. But I think a few of my friends have had it already. The truth is, so far, we haven't had any feedback on the vaccine because the reason is because you have to have one vaccine and another one 3 weeks later, and then you find out sometime after that. But hopefully it's working and it'll be the solution to all our problems because we have a lot of problems.
Indeed, and we will be back to live bridge.
I hope. So this is such a bore. See, these are the sort of hands that don't really do much for the game. I know that they can't be taken out, but that's a little bit too boring for the audience.
Yes.
It's a matter of 9 tricks, 10 tricks. All right, so good here. John Cook, I think it is, he's cashing out. He's seen that they're going to make a lot of tricks. He knows that everything is working, and now it's good news. North can claim.
So that is another game made by Margie, and we're moving towards the last board of this round.
This is the last board
for the last round, Christoph.
So for the last round, we are gonna have. Oh, you should be happy, and people should be happy because Klukowski, best player in the world according to a certain Ziam Mahmoud, will be playing against Boyo Brogland and Espen Lindqvist. It should be a very nice.
I stay for that because I want them to do well, and I know Boyo is deaf. Boyo can't resist doing some action because he wants to show that he's better than everybody, and he is a great player. I love Boyo. So I hope, and I know his family watch, and his son is a very good friend of my son. So I hope he makes some action and we get some excitement. I hope the hands are not boring. So here he goes, 1 heart pass. It looks like they're going to get to 4 hearts, but maybe 4 hearts are doubled because 1 heart, West has got a limit raise with 3 trumps and East has got an acceptance. The question is, can they get to 3 no trumps, which is a slightly better contract?
Did you see North-South hearts?
Well, 1 heart, 2 club. East is going to be 2 diamonds. And West probably going to be 2 no trumps or 3 diamonds because he's got too good a hand. Look, please watch how well trained David Gold is. A lot of people like Christoph will open this hand 1 diamond. Stefan would open it 2 clubs or 2 no trumps. And it's a fast hand. And even on this hand, such a good dummy, we're going down. And it's a question of whether they get doubled. Alexandro is not a very aggressive player, so he may not
Alejandro,
yes.
But should they double? Because from his point of view, 4 no trumps could be making and 4 hearts going down.
Yeah, but now he's bid 4 hearts, so he won't double because the bidding is too strong.
I mean,
he's thinking and he passed. He's going to let you know he wanted to double, but he didn't. So what do you lead on the south hand?
Would you double Zia?
I would lead the 2 of diamonds to pretend I had a singleton And because of my heart holding, I don't want to give away anything. I might lead a spade, but if I lead a diamond, I will lead a low one. Spade
But
6 is okay.
would you double for
As it
hearts?
happens, that's not going to work well. North will put the jack. Maybe they should put the 7, but they won't.
Alejandro and David are having good fun on the Zoom.
Zia, would you double for hearts with Alejandro's hand?
It's difficult on this bidding, I'll be honest with you. I mean, you probably should, because if they make it, I'll be most surprised. And most of the time when you double, they don't run to 4-no trumps and make it. I would think you should double, but again, to me, I would double depending on what I think of the declarer. I probably wouldn't double a really top declarer because they'll make a trick out of the double. But I would say that most of the time you should double because.
And what if it was pairs? Is it more or less obvious to double?
I would, again, the pairs, it would depend on where you are in the field because.
I mean, match points, not pairs, yeah.
Yeah, match points. I would say in match points, I would double if I'm looking for a good score because I'm probably going to get a top by doubling. And the chance of them making is so small. So I would probably double. Look how many times you get 5-0 break when you have king, queen, jack, 7 field. If they make it, it's a miracle.
We've got a question from one of the viewers. He's asking, why do people tend to lead third, fifth against suit and second, fourth against no trump?
That's a good question. And I don't lead second, fourth. I lead second, fourth against no trump, but I lead second, fourth against suits as well. I think against suits, they're more into the getting the count. But I am not a fan of third and fifth in suit, unless it's partner suit. I like to lead second and fourth because I don't like to lead a low card from 3 little. But having said that, the French is the person to answer because you guys all love third and fifth because you like to give the count. And I don't like to give the count to anybody because all I do is tell the declarer how to play that. So it's a good question. For my opinion, I love that question. And all my partners, I tell them, please don't play third and fifth. I don't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
But I can't tell that to the French. You're the only Frenchman I can say that to. The rest will kill me. And the Swedes also. The Swedes love count. The Poles love count. The French. But when you're declarer and the opponents are giving you count on every card, how easy is it to play the hand? So what's happening in 4 hearts? Sorry, let's have a look. They've made 3 tricks and they're going to make
1 more.
Yeah, so I declare must have played it quite decently.
Jogger and Bratmos are in
got a pitch
3-no
on the
trumps,
spade.
by the way.
The spade lead gave him a trick.
Bratmos and Jogger had the same auction until 2 diamonds, but then Bratmos decided to beat 2-no trump and Jogger raised to 3-no trump.
Well, I don't blame that. And they led a club?
Yeah.
Did they lead a club that told him where the queen was or just a fourth place?
Yes, they led a club. They led a club, yes.
But which club?
Club 6, Jack, Queen, King. So
they
then declare played diamond to the king, diamond finesse, and a club return, and declared that. So now North is returning a spade. So declare has taken 2 tricks, has 3 more diamonds, is 5, a spade is 6, heart is 7, and the club is 8, probably going off. Bob Hammond is also in 3-no trump. He decided to open 1-no trump with this hand.
Maybe they fold 14-16 because I wouldn't like to open no trump 15-17, but 14-16 I would.
Sorry, it wasn't Bob Hammond. Sorry, it was somebody else. Just a moment. No, it was Nicholas Hammond, not Bob Hammond. Nicholas Hammond opened 1-no trump. Eric Laurent beat 3-no trump and 600 points in the back. Well done, guys.
King of Hearts. Wallahi. There you are.
Do you keep my 20 pounds sanitized? They made 3-no trump.
Believe it. But Klukowski is still there. Where is Klukowski? Is winning anything yet?
Winning, we are starting from last position. He's not going to win for sure. At least this game, this session, after this session. but we'll see him for the last round. Let me see what Klukowski did on this board.
So we're
I'm
gonna see
actually
Klukowski
surprised
in
that
the last...
Elgamo Helnes didn't get to no trumps.
They
Klukowski.
did. They did. They played 3-0 trump from West. After someone told us in the chat, after a diamond, pass a heart. So a diamond by West, pass a heart, pass a no trump, pass 3-0 trump.
Okay.
And but they went down down one.
You mean to say they played it from the wrong side because West opened a hand that he shouldn't open again? Oh my God. But if they open a heart, it goes 2 club Drury, 2 no trump maybe by Helgi. And 3 no trumps. Now you have a good chance because they lead a spade. They have to put the 7 in to give you a problem. But they should put the 7 in. Probably you can't make. Only Eric Laurent and Hammond can make the game because they don't mention the hearts.
Very interesting. Chris Willenken doubled 4 hearts with the void. So now Piotr Gavrish is declaring 4 hearts doubled.
Very good bid. I'm proud of him. Because those are the kind of hands. I actually believe the void should double, but this is the hand that the south had, because you want the declarer to start the hearts the wrong way. I think it's a good bid by Willenken. I'm very happy he did.
But at his table, the auction was 1 diamond by West, open with 11. Then there was heart 1 no trump, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 no trump, jump, pick a game. So this doesn't seem like a limited auction or a struggling auction. They may still have 28-9 points, I think.
Yeah, but he knew that the hearts were 5-0.
Yes.
Again, the system that we bids 2 diamonds over 2 clubs, I think it's inferior. I know the French love it. I bid 2 diamonds with bad hands, but I can break with hands with a maximum with 3 trumps. So I'm not worried about stopping in exactly 2 diamonds. I'm worried about getting to the invitation when a partner has 11 count and you have a minimum to stop at 2, but when he has a maximum to get to game. To get to just 2 diamond is not my interest in bridge. My interest in bridge is to get to close games. All right, how are we going? Now they're moving, the pairs are moving?
Yes, 3 minutes left in the round. So let me ask you some of the questions we asked some of the other players here. How would you rate your which is the best and which is the worst?
How would I rate what?
Your declaring skill, defense, and bidding.
Okay, good question. So my declarer play has gone down as I got older. When I was young, when I looked at a hand, I would say, I hope the suits are breaking 5-0, 4-1. Then I'll find a way to make it and the rest of the field won't. That's what I used to think. When I saw the dummy, I would try and look for all the distributions that I needed to look and cover. Now I say I'm too lazy. Okay, let's just play. I hope they break. So my declarer play has gone down unless the hand is very interesting. My bidding has gone up 100 times because the experience of bidding has made such a big difference to me. And the experience of bidding lets you have a better judgment, much easier. Mm-hmm. And I know so many more ideas in the bidding than I did. And my defense, I think it's better only because today, compared to 30 years ago, the bidding and the defense has got so many more ways to express your hand to partner, to how to signal, how to encourage, discourage, take your rough, not take a rough, Smith. All these things are the new inventions which are so more informative than before. So I say that everybody's defense has gone up enormously because the methods of defense are so much higher. Having said that, I would say the world's, in the old days, the declarers were very good as well, but a lot of declarers are good today. I would say the bidding is miles better today than many years ago. That's my reading.
So right now you would say bidding is your strength compared to the field?
I would say bidding is my strength by far. Okay. And I would say defense with the partner of mine who I've practiced with. If I defend with Michael Rosenberg, I can challenge anybody, Mexroth, Rodwell, Helgemo, Klukowski, even Klukowski. but because we have such a good understanding of all the carding and all the methods and what the signals mean, we're we have a great understanding of carding in defense. So I would say not many people are better. And bidding, I certainly agree that other people play much better systems, but I don't enjoy to play too much artificiality only because I enjoy the judgment of bridge. All right, here we got. Come on, Boyer. You can't do anything on this hand.
Klukowski and Gavrish just lost 500 in 4 hearts doubled, so they'll be looking to get some imps back, I'm sure.
Okay, so they're coming bottom by miles. I got your 20 quid ready. So here goes one club by the, this is Gavrish.
Gavrish,
One heart,
yes, yes.
And it looks like a hand where it's more or less normal to play 4 spades. I don't think Boyer can do some psyching. One club, one heart. They'll be probably double showing 5 or more spades or 2 hearts showing long spades. Boyer will preempt with 3 hearts. Pass, pass. 4 spades. It's not. There's not much room for action on this hand. I guess you could say that there's room to get to a slam that's got very little play. You need to pick up the spade suit, but not very good. 6 clubs. If you have to play a slam, it's better to play 6 clubs because you can maybe pick up when the spades are 3-1 with the king on side. But there. So Boyer gets in with his mixed raise. I don't know if they will probably double to show good clubs because they open a club in Polish, it will be 2, but I don't know if double shows clubs, obviously. Now, does he have to double or bid 4 spades? Maybe 3 spades is not forcing. He probably bid 4 spades. Or maybe he bids 4 hearts, it's transferred to 4 spades. See?
Or maybe it's just a good hand with spades, like.
No, I think it's. I don't know, because why would he bid 4 hearts?
What if he's got a club raise?
That sounds like a club raise to me, 4 hearts. That's why I don't think it's a 4. I don't think it's that. I think I would double and bid 4 spades. I think 4 hearts. Maybe says he's got to bid. Oh, it is. You're right. Klukowski doesn't know how to bid at all. I tell you, they're so hopeless, these guys. He's the 2nd best player now.
The best player in the world busted.
And not 4 spades. Luckily, he's good enough that they're going to make 4 spades or 5 clubs. Maybe not. They say they lead a diamond. How do you play? You win it, you go down in 5 clubs.
Why do you go off? You take the ace of diamonds, take the trumps, and take the spade finesse, and you claim.
Now that's a good point. But then don't they take then 2 art tricks?
Oh, that is a bad point then. So you start
I
with
like your play.
Finesse.
It's not a bad play.
You start with the spade finesse. You start with the spade finesse then.
Okay, they play a spade finesse is good. The 2nd trick, he has to duck the spade on north.
Yeah, but he needs to make 6 clubs, my friends.
That will be a little bit more difficult.
He doesn't deserve to make 5 clubs. We bid 6 clubs?
Yes.
Oh my, no wonder Klukowski is coming last with Gavrish. They're the worst player. Give me Hammond and Eric Laurent. I'm going to make a set game against them for $1,000 a point. They make a fortune. He's gone crazy. But having said that, he played a tournament now on Alto OCBL, and he played in this thing, and I'm very aggressive in slam bidding. He bid more slams than the rest of the field put together. Most of them went down. This Klukowski, he was playing with.
Is the slam that bad here?
Well, it's on a spade finesse. Actually, it's not that bad. You're right. He's thinking if his partner's got good clubs and the king of spade is right, he makes a slam. So actually, you're right. It's probably a good slam on the auction. But having said that, North has bid 3 clubs. And if South has the ace of hearts, the only card left for North to have is the king of spades.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, if it makes we say they're geniuses, and
Yeah. No, you're right. It's not such a bad bid as you think. If you think, if I mean, if Pond had a stiff spade, it could be claim.
yeah.
So I forgive you. Sorry, Klukowski, not so bad.
You're still
It's
the best
Gabri.
player in the world.
Top of three clubs. Gabri should bid 4 spades over 4 hearts to show 2 little spades.
So what did the 4 hearts mean?
I would have thought it was showing 6 spades because his partner maybe denied 3 spades. I don't know what they played, 3 club double, whether or it obviously was clubs.
Yeah.
So Boyer's coming back. Come on, Boyer. Come on. Espin made a good double of 3 no trump. He didn't double 4 diamond, but they've done well here. So now they're steaming. East bids 1 spade, south passed, west bid 2 diamond. East bid 2 no trumps. They bid 3 no trumps. So 6 they've got, unfortunately. This is a hand. They can make 5 diamonds or 3 no trump, but no slam. So no more slams, Klukowsk.
They don't have 25 points, so I doubt there will be the slam here.
They have 24.
Can you?
So why does West East have to be 2 spade? Maybe 2 no trump shows a better hand, because in France, I know if you bid 2 diamonds, 2 no trump, you show a strong no trump, but you should have opened 1 no trump in the first place.
Yes, yeah, that is the French standard. You're right.
I don't know why. I don't know, because
but we've evolved.
They don't like to open
we've
the no
evolved
trump
in the past 30 years. Yeah, you're a bit mean to us.
No, because all the French do. The Italians also don't like, but they play Gazzilli. It makes a difference. But I want to me, no trumps is about playing it from the right side. If I want the right side to bid 2 no trump, I like to bid it. But this hand is pretty boring. No, the French used to win every tournament in the old days when the methods were different. They had 4 or 6 very good players, all good players, all the same system. They never had misunderstandings, and they were playing against teams with the sponsor from America. So they won a lot of tournaments, and they were very talented players. But today, the French are changing their style. Yes. You see the young French guys, Lorenzini, Bestis, they don't play in the old-fashioned way. They become much more aggressive. You're much. Alan Levy, my friend, who I love, he can't bear the modern style. He likes to play his old-fashioned way. I was playing against him once, a mixed tournament in, I don't know, Monte Carlo or Italy, and we were losing. My team was losing and against him. So we have a last 16 boards, and I psyched on 2 or 3 hands. He wouldn't speak to me for 6 months. He said, "You can't play bridge like this here. It's not right." I said, "I'm trying to win the match. I'm losing." He said, "I don't care. You're either my friend or you're not my friend. My friend can't psych against me." I said, I didn't understand, but that's the way they are. He's a very nice guy, but he's too pure. And today, pure bridge doesn't work.
That's what you were saying about women's bridge when you said that Sabino and Marion, they are the modern style and they are putting pressure. Like, is it the same idea that you were trying to express?
Yes, it's very much the same idea. I mean, Sabine plays with Roy and they play a weird system and they open and overcall in every hand. But Marianne is a very, very tough player also. You know, she plays also complicated system with P.O. Cullen. So what are we in here? 3 clubs. So how is the bidding? 1 diamond double.
Let me show it to you.
What did South bid? Redouble?
Yes,
correct.
Redouble, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, all pass.
Okay. So what's going to happen to 3 diamonds?
So 3 clubs look swell apart from the diamond holding. I guess North-South will rough a diamond and defeat the contract.
Why did he duck the heart? Anyway, he's going to get his diamond rough now. I guess he has to tell whether his partner got 2 diamonds or 1. But I don't think there's much purpose in ducking it.
Well, here it's gonna cut the entry to the diamonds, but in this case it won't matter much.
Well, well, he lost a trick by ducking it.
How come?
Well, he could have played ace and the queen of diamonds, and now he makes no diamond tricks. Now he wouldn't make the king.
Boy, yeah, Boy could have played ace and a queen, yeah. He didn't have an entry to cash it afterwards, but Declare didn't have a place to throw it anyway.
I mean, the point is he played partner for 2 diamonds, but partner might not have played a diamond so quickly with 2, I guess.
Maybe South didn't play his diamond quickly enough.
He played a heart, so he's going to lose a club, 3 diamonds, that's 4, and a heart down 1. How did he made it? Sorry. What happened? Didn't he have, oh no, he had 2 diamonds. Now he only lost 2 diamonds.
He lost 2 diamonds, a heart, and a club, yeah.
So I think -1 for Boyer. His partner is still waiting for the rough. Here's a bit more action. West 1 diamond, pass 2 clubs. South wants to bid but can't. 2 spades or 3 clubs. I would bid 3 clubs. 8 card suits worth bidding a few times. 5 clubs. Very unambitious.
Maybe would you bid something like 2 spades here, or?
I would just bid 3 clubs if it's forcing. I would not show this hand as a 2 suit. I want to show it as clubs. And 3 clubs, partner would bid 3 hearts. Now I bid 3 spades. He bids 3 no trump. Now I jump to 5 clubs. And he can look what he wants to do.
So 3 no trump is not an option for you to play?
No, my partner opened the bidding. I want to play 5 clubs. I don't care. I mean, his many hands, he'll bid 3 no trump with ace, jack, 3rd of hearts or something. And my hand, when my partner opens the bidding, I don't expect to go down in 5 clubs. I might, but I don't expect to.
So what will happen here?
It might not make.
Well, he's going to win the ace.
Yeah.
He's only got no more entry to dummy.
No, so he's going to play the 9 of club, now ace and a heart.
No, but if he plays the club and he ducks it, he might put the king up anyway.
Yeah, that's correct.
You pick up bare queen.
No, if no jumps with the ace, the jack of spades will be an entry and Declare will make it. Boy shouldn't jump if the 9 of clubs is played, but Declare may decide to play for spades.
Yes, true. He might just
finish his only entry, and it's very interesting here how he played. Zia in the old days would have been thinking.
Yeah, he could play the king of club from his hand, but on the other hand, if the spade king is wrong, he can play twice entry. No, but probably you're right. He might play ace of diamonds, throw a spade, jack of spades, and play.
Could we imagine him playing a spade to the queen? No, actually no, because no. If it's on.
Oh, he could play ace of diamonds, jack of spades, and if that holds, take another spade. Or he could play. Oh, he's going to play a club. Now, Boy is going up with the ace.
Now Declare will make it for sure because he needs that entry in the spade. So.
Well, Boy, I don't. Maybe if Boy had ducked it, I think the guy was going to surely go up with the king of clubs. When you play a low club, you're playing for the king of clubs. You're playing for North to have ace of clubs, not to have queen in 1.
It's interesting if any of the spectators is familiar with chances and combining the chances, which was the best chance, because I fear none of us here is a very strong mathematician.
Well, I think the spade finesse is right because you make it whenever the spade king is right or the queen of club is single, or you guess the club. You have to play the club in a way to guess it. So I would have thought the spade finesse. I guess if he plays a club and the ace or the bare queen comes up,
So then you just need to guess if you play a club. You can't take the spade finesse anymore.
Well, you can need to guess, except when the ace queen of clubs is wrong and the king of spade was right, you go down. Or you misguess the club and the king of spade was right. I think the spade is the right play. I'm pretty sure the spade would be the right play.
Sounds reasonable.
I mean, it's surprising because Gabri's is pretty, you know, the best part of Gabri's game is the kind of technical play. So I would like to see how other people played this hand, because I'm sure I would have gone down. He's making it now. So what did he do? He played his, what happened?
He finished the spade. So no, after the ace of club, it went to spade.
Oh, it was finished.
Yes.
It was finished because his partner showed out.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
It's an interesting hand. Very interesting. I'd love to see how the other people played. Okay, boys, unfortunately, we'll never know how Gabris was going to play on the club. Good night, guys.
Oh, yeah. Boyo is going to join us, and I want you to question him.
Which one? Oh, Boyo?
Boy is coming.
Oh, he was, I don't know why he was in a hurry to put the, maybe he thought if he didn't, if the declarer had 7 clubs, if he ducked it, he was going to run the thing. He didn't know he had 8 clubs. So he thought if he wins the ace, he gives him a chance to go wrong the next time. But if he had King Jack 10 to 7, he obviously didn't know he had no more diamonds. He thought he had another entry. He was trying to give him a guess in clubs. That's why he played like that.
Zia Helgemu doesn't agree with your bidding approach. He started with 2 clubs, over 2 diamonds. He did bid 2 spades, over 2 no trump. He bid 3 clubs and he sold it at 3 no trump. So his view on the hand
give
was...
up bridge, Helgemu, and come to my class next time. We got to the worst contract, which he's going to make.
11 tricks.
Yeah, but he's going to make, on a hard lead, he'd play club, and if the club was guessed wrong, he'd go down in 3 no trump and still make 5 clubs on many hands.
But he got 660, again the best score. Hi, Boye.
Hi there.
Zia have some questions for you.
No, I don't mind your play in this last hand. If you duck the club, I don't know what the declarer was doing. But I was saying that I think the best line for declarer is to win the heart and take a spade finesse, not to play a club. Because he makes it whenever the king of spade is right or when he guesses the club. And if he plays a club and misguesses and loses to the queen, he has no entry and dummy left to play.
Well, he wins by playing a club. He wins it if, I think it's just
Well, when is a club right? And what is he going to do if you play low? Is he going to put the king or a small?
Well, the percentage is to play low for sure.
Well, not with no entry left in dummy. He's got 8 clubs.
Yeah, the percentage is still like the percentage in case I had ace queen third.
Yeah, but he can't get back to dummy to take the second finesse.
Yeah, he has the 3 of clubs. The 4, the 2, and the 3.
No, that's if you're going to duck it. I'm saying, but no. But if you go up with the ace, he has no entry.
I did go up with the ace.
Huh?
I did go up with the ace of clubs.
I'm saying, but because he had 8 clubs and now he had to play the king of spade was there. Yeah. But if you plays 9 of clubs small, what would you do with ace and 1?
I'm not sure if I understand it. Yeah.
Say you had ace and 1 and he leaves the 9 of clubs. What are you going to do with ace and 1?
I'm going to play low for sure.
So maybe he should be putting the king up. He picks up bare queen. But having said that, I don't think...
But I would never put up the queen. I'm just saying percentage-wise. He has...
Percentage-wise, I think he should play jack of spades. Ace of diamond, jack of spades.
Yeah, but he did play a club. He did play a club.
But why should he play a club? I don't think it's right to play a club.
No, well, by playing a club, he wins it if I have a stiff queen, stiff ace, and the ace queen third.
Well, if he's taking a club finesse.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He doesn't make it with ace queen third. He doesn't make if you have ace queen third and no king of spades. He wouldn't make it. But then he wasn't making it anyway.
You win the ace and play hard.
It's a very, very interesting hand. Maybe I should just play low and say that he would play 90%. I know he has 8 clubs typically. Yeah.
Why did you know he had 8 clubs and not 7?
Because he jumped to 5. He went to diamond, 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 5 clubs.
It could be 7. I guess it could be 7-4-1. Or would you have ace queen of clubs? You mean?
Yeah, it seems very like king, jack, and 7 seems very strange too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, how is everybody doing? Do you know what your score is like?
I think we were plus 10 before this round, or plus 10, 11, and then we had a good. They bid 6 clubs against us on the first board here, and went down 1.
Yeah, that was good.
So, we were wondering on board 19. Did you duck the diamond because your partner didn't play his singleton fast enough?
No, I should probably just want to play for this. It's
well, it doesn't really help you to duck it.
Sorry?
It doesn't really help you to duck it.
Well, if I win the ace, I don't have the entry for my second diamond trick.
But where's he going to pitch his diamond?
On the spade, if he has queen doubles and spades or something like that, instead of the king.
Maybe, but
it's
I mean, your partner doesn't have to play a diamond, win the heart and play a diamond, unless he's got 1 or 2. I guess he could be
he
right,
will always play with 1 or 2. I should probably play them for this. My thinking, if we got 2 diamonds, if partner has the king of 4, like it was, yeah. If partner has the king of spades, we have it beat if this is his hand. So he redoubled. Who knows? It's maybe I don't think it's unreasonable to do what I did, but it depends how many clubs. He has 6 clubs. It depends.
Yeah.
It's as it was now, for sure I should have I won the ace, but I think with no entry, that was the thing. No entry to the diamond. Declare is 2. Yeah, 2.
You're only right when he hasn't got the queen jack of spades or the king queen of spades. Yeah,
I think there's something on this hand. There might be something to be said for not leading a diamond even with a singleton, and because next time partner has to win it.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing actually. Maybe you should.
Because this is a hand when partner might have to guess it. If you wait and partner has the ace, then
maybe play a hardback. You mean?
Because now there's no entry. It's interesting.
All right, tell me the scores later, guys, because it's time for me to go.
They just arrived here. Just one moment. The scores arrived. Bob Hammond won the second session with Bart Bramley.
Not Bart Bramley. He's playing with YXL. Oh, he's playing with Bramley?
Yes, tonight he's playing with Bramley. Yeah, the second place with YXL wasn't enough, so he changed partner and came first.
Is he leading?
So yesterday's winners, Loran and Hammond, didn't do well, but they didn't waste all their credit, so they're still on plus overall, but they did badly this session. Second of this in this session came Marshall Lewis and Ante Mijic. Third are Helgemo and Helnes. Boye is fourth with Espen. Klukowski is fifth, but he's still negative. So the best player in the world, Zia, is not winning this event, it seems, unless he scores 100 teams tomorrow. David Go is positive, sixth. Then Palma with Perola Kulin. Margie is 8th. Well done to her. And yeah, Christoph is showing you the results. Then are Willenken and Jansmar 10th. Sorry, 9th are Miss Tim Verbeek and Simon De Vries. Aris Bremen and Jan van der Hoek came 30 yesterday, but now they're negative. Overall, they're still plus. Gary Donner and Cecilian minus 13. Ishmael and Eldat are not doing well. By the way, I was secretly supporting that partnership, but now I can confess as they're not winning. Jogru and Brad Moss are again doing badly. And DiFranco and Manu didn't have a good session either. So overall, I imagine that Bob Hammond should be ahead of the field with the 27 imps yesterday and 32 today.
Hammond is winning everything in internet bridge.
You better check his statistics. You're winning too much.
As long as he gets the zoom right and appears at the table, he just kills them. We just struggle to get him to the table.
He never remembers which table he's on.
Luckily, it's automatic.
Many times, whenever we went to finish the session, he'd walk the wrong direction to his room. He never remembered his room in 20 years. Okay, guys, I'm off. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you very much, Zia. Bye.
So in the overall results, we have, so you can all check them on the link that was provided in the chat. Thank you to our commentators, directors, sorry. So Bob Hammond and his two partners are leading with quite a big margin, 30 imps in front of Boyer, you're second. I don't know if you're still here. And Nicholas Hammond and Eric Laurent are now third after this other Twingy session. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can hear me.
Yes, everybody can hear you, Christoph.
Okay, good. First, we have Marshall Lewis and Ante Mijix, which you discovered yesterday for the interview. Then we have Helgemo Helnes, who had a big comeback today. Certainly contenders for the win, even though, the score just been updated. 59, sorry, 59. So 50 imps behind. It will be tough to catch up with Bob Hammond. And he's not the kind of guy to have a back session because he tilts, as we've said again and again. He's the guy who is always consistent, so it will be really hard. Margie and Alejandro are sixth, doing really well. Seventh, Chris Willenken and Jan Jansma. And then two more pairs are in the plus, but very, very slightly. Aris Brenner and Jan van den Hoek, and Tim Verbeek and Simon Davis. So these are our positive pairs, and at the bottom we find some big names: Joe Grew, Brad Moss, Del Monte, Guinosar. It's a tough event. So tomorrow we will see you at 8 o'clock Central European Time, 7 o'clock UK, 2 p.m. US East. We will start with a presentation of OCBL from Andrea Mano, who is going to be joining us. Then we will have some interviews, Margie Cole and Joe Grew. And then we will start the play at 8:30, so half an hour after. And we will try to follow mostly the pairs that are in the top 3. And we'll try to have some updates on their scores and how they are doing. See if there is any chance of catching Bob and I think he's gonna play with Bart Bramley tomorrow. So there are 40 imps ahead, not 30 imps. I got that wrong. That's really a lot. I don't know. What do you think are the odds of them winning that, Stefan?
The odds of Hammond winning are huge. It depends who his third partner will be. If he
it's the same as today.
The same as today. Well, considering his attitude, as Zia mentioned, that he's always very solid, whatever his results are, the obvious prediction is that they will win. But I always support the underdogs, and I can't just stop thinking of getting 20 pounds signed from Zia, so I still very much support Hammond and Laurent. So I'm behind them. There's still 13, what is it, 45 imps behind Hammond. But if Hammond gets minus 20, they get plus 25. It's possible.
Okay, so we'll see that tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Good luck to everyone. Have a rest, and don't forget to follow the Twitch channel if you want to receive a notification when we get live, whether it's for tomorrow or for the events of the World Bridge Tour that are going to start on, I believe, the 11th of January, if my memory is good.
Your memory is brilliant, Christoph.
Good night, everyone, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Do you love bridge? Do you want to play and watch a good and clean game? World Bridge Tour, this is how we play. Here are our values: fairness, adaptation, integrity, and respect. Play and watch events supported by the WBT, the Champions Cup aimed at the highest level, and the Challengers Cup for aspiring players. The Champions Cup events are the OCBL and the E-Open, both starting in January. The Challengers Cup events are your chance to compete for a spot in the Champions Cup and to play against the best in the world, coming soon to a screen near you. Interested? Find out more at www.worldbridgetour.org.